Before we begin, I want you to do one simple thing. If you love rare coins, hidden treasures, and powerful stories from history that could change the way you look at the money in your pocket, subscribe right now and stay with me until the very end. Because today's story is not just about a coin, it's about legacy, pride, and a value that might shock you. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine Thailand in 1995, a nation rich in tradition, royalty, culture, and resilience. That year, a remarkable 50 baht coin was issued, a coin that many people handled without ever realizing its deeper significance. To most, it was just currency. To collectors and serious numismatists, it became something far more powerful. The Thailand 50 baht coin from 1995 is not an ordinary circulation coin you would casually find in your change today. It is a commemorative piece, a coin struck with purpose. Thailand has long honored its royal heritage through beautifully designed coins, and 1995 was a meaningful year marked by national pride and royal remembrance. The design of this coin carries dignity. On one side, you find the portrait of Bhumibol Adulyadej, also known as Rama IX, one of the most respected and longest-reigning monarchs in world history. For many Thai citizens, he was more than a king. He symbolized stability, wisdom, and unity. For older collectors, especially men who understand leadership and legacy, this portrait alone carries emotional and historical weight. The reverse side of the coin reflects Thailand's architectural beauty and spiritual depth. Intricate temple imagery represents the country's devotion, culture, and craftsmanship. When you hold this coin, you are not just holding metal. You are holding a piece of Thailand's story, frozen in time. Now let's talk about the physical strength of this coin. The 50 baht commemorative pieces from the 1990s were often struck in high-quality alloys, sometimes in cupronickel for circulation commemoratives, and sometimes in precious metal versions for collectors. The diameter is large and commanding, giving it a presence that feels substantial in the hand. This is not a small coin you forget in your pocket. It has weight. It has authority. Men between 55 and 65 understand something important. Value is not always obvious at first glance. Many of you have seen markets rise and fall. You have seen items once ignored become highly desirable. Coins follow that same principle. Rarity, condition, and demand determine everything. In 1995, these coins were issued in limited numbers compared to everyday circulation coins. Over the decades, many were lost, damaged, melted, or simply forgotten. The number of pristine examples continues to shrink every year. And when supply shrinks while global collector interest grows, value begins to move. That Thailand's numismatic market has grown significantly over the past decades. International collectors now pay closer attention to Southeast Asian coins. Major auction houses in cities like Bangkok, Hong Kong, and even New York City have seen increasing demand for rare Thai commemoratives tied to royal history. But here is where it becomes interesting. Not all 1995 Thailand 50 baht coins are equal. Condition is king. A coin graded in uncirculated or proof condition, especially one preserved in its original mint packaging, commands dramatically higher attention. Collectors look for sharp details in the king's portrait, clean fields without scratches, and strong edge definition. And then there are the rare varieties. Minor minting differences, limited proof strikes, or coins issued in precious metal versions can separate an ordinary collectible from an extraordinary one. Some versions were struck specifically for collectors in limited proof quantities, making them far scarcer than general commemorative issues. For older collectors, especially men who appreciate legacy assets, coins like this represent something powerful. They are tangible. They are historic. They are not digital numbers on a screen. You can hold them, pass them down, preserve them. Now imagine this scenario. A collector, decades ago, purchased a pristine 1995 Thailand 50 baht commemorative coin and carefully stored it in protective casing. Over time, Thailand's global recognition grows. Interest in royal memorabilia increases. High net worth collectors begin competing for the finest examples. Auction rooms become intense. Bidders raise paddles. Phone lines buzz with private offers. The story behind the coin becomes just as important as the metal itself. Provenance, rarity, perfect grading. These elements create explosive value. And remember something important. Coins connected to respected monarchs often experience dramatic value increases after historical transitions. When Bhumibol Adulyadej passed away in 2016, global attention turned once again to memorabilia associated with his reign. Emotional value often drives financial value. Many viewers watching right now may actually have old foreign coins tucked away in drawers, safes, or inherited collections. The question is not whether a coin looks old. The question is it rare? Is it preserved? Is there demand? The Thailand 50 Baht 1995 coin represents a powerful combination of royal tribute, limited mintage, and strong regional pride. For serious collectors, these elements are like fuel waiting for a spark. Let's talk about grading for a moment. Professional grading services evaluate coins on a strict numerical scale. A difference between an average circulated coin and a near-perfect proof specimen can mean the difference between modest value and extraordinary value. Microscopic imperfections matter. Luster matters. Original surfaces matter. Older men who have collected stamps, watches, classic cars, or firearms understand this concept deeply. Condition drives price. Scarcity multiplies it. Now here's what most casual holders never realize. Some commemorative coins were released in special collector sets with certificates, low serial numbers, and extremely limited production. If a 1995 50 baht coin exists in a rare proof gold version with flawless grading and documented provenance, it can enter a completely different financial category. When elite collectors compete, price logic changes. It becomes about prestige, ownership, legacy, and that brings us to the number you've been waiting for. In standard circulated condition, a regular 1995 Thailand 50 baht commemorative coin may hold modest collector value. In uncirculated condition, it can reach significantly higher depending on demand. Rare proof versions increase further, but in an extraordinary scenario, a flawless, rare precious metal proof, preserved perfectly, with strong auction competition, the value can reach an astonishing $2 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. $2 million. That level is not for the average worn coin. It represents the pinnacle example, the best of the best, where rarity, condition, historical significance, and elite demand collide. So before you dismiss old coins sitting in your drawer, take a closer look. Examine the details. Preserve them carefully. Knowledge transforms ordinary objects into powerful assets.